So this is called The Unbalancing Act by Alan Hill. In this illness of the mind, I have been farming in my thrift store rain weir on the outer acreages of loss. Have held that flick book of a lifetime laxative of pretty faces that have shot through me and gone. Have trapped myself within the freak show carnival of continuous fresh starts. Applied myself with the dedication of a member of the Hitler Youth to the baby grating of every thought, the saran wrapping and Tupperwaring of all beauty. Have been sped away in one too many taxicabs, on one-way rides to darkened places at the edge of towns I've never been to. Been the good Victorian in pith helmet and shorts, grabbing my burnt fingers in the inner Congo of my mind, from the forever pinching out of the lighted match of the moment. All this insane effort just to appear sane, stay unnoticed, stay undercover, planning the perfect rebirth that will not come, the uncontrollable playing at being in control. All that time wasted talking to doctors I don't like about how much I don't like myself. Writing out checks in consultation rooms studded with Buddhas. Then I tell myself the lie that I've gained. Illness has made me bigger, better, made me the compassionate one, class-free, the advocate, the better husband, lover, taxpayer, the happy shopper swiping his credit card at the altar of self-acceptance. All largely a bag of shit, but at least it is warm shit and it's paid for. It is probably I've become so broken that I cannot see. You can't really miss what you have not experienced, not actually been. Yet there are others that have gone beyond words, cannot be reached. But not me, no, not me, that will never be me. Thank you, Alan Hill.
I want to say that this is the second poetry art exhibit I've been part of, and what's particularly wonderful about it is the fact that it's great to be able to collaborate with another artist, because of course we tend to be quite solitary in the work that we do. So it's great fun to have somebody contributing something that you can then, build off of and come up with your own thing. When I first received this poem, I was really excited because I read it through and there was so much imagery and such interesting imagery, and oh, this is going to be really great. And then as I read it over a few more times, I actually found it was almost overwhelming with its imagery, and I had to kind of leave it alone for a little while and read it a few times and to kind of get away from all the very kind of concrete stuff, because I didn't want it to just be my work to be an itemized sort of literal depiction of what was in there, which would be quite a busy painting. And so I had to kind of read it and then go away and then read it again and then get my husband to read it to me and just sort of close my eyes and feel what it was telling me under all that. And it definitely feels like a depiction of a kind of a mental illness and emotional sort of vortex that this person is feeling. And so I wanted to kind of, the image of a spiral, of a downward spiral, dark kind of, very visceral kind of feeling, what kept coming back to me. And so I ended up, if you look at it carefully, you can see there are you can look at the silhouettes. The imagery is in there. You can spot little Buddhas in the corner and the tiny little hint of a swastika for the Nazis and the farmer there and stuff. But really what it's talking about is the feeling of being pulled downwards into that kind of mental state where there is possibly light at the end of the tunnel. And to kind of accentuate that, what I chose to do was to do it watercolor on paper and then cut it out very carefully over quite a bit of time, with an X-Acto knife, and then layer it with space in between to kind of give an added three-dimensional quality to it. Which then gave me a little bit of a hassle, because I had to find a frame that was the right size and the right depth to actually fit it. But I did it.
You sure did it. Wow.
Thank you very much.